But I think
Thank
the screen, we are just seeing we are not seeing the presentation for your slide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we are
Um,
seeing the presentation, but not like in presentation mode.
sorry, please. I wanted to reshare and then I dropped from the call. I would share my screen again.
Thank
Um, okay, so let's try that one more time. Share. I'll just share my entire screen. Yep, this one. I'm gonna share. Okay, so and then I'll switch this over. So are you seeing presenter mode or you're seeing the actual deck?
It's much better.
Okay, perfect. And then when I move it, is it moving?
It's moving, yes.
Okay, all right, that's fixed. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so yet again, on the housekeeping rules, the session will be recorded. If you're not comfortable with that, you can always turn off your cameras and then, just interact with us in the chat. We would love this to be as interactive as possible. So if you can, please turn on your cameras. Unless you're speaking, unless you're presenting, please have your mics muted. And then you can always drop your questions in the chat, like I shared earlier. And even though this is like our closing ceremony for the first cohort, we still strongly encourage you to follow us on our social media platforms. So the codes for that are on the screen. You can always scan and then, follow us on LinkedIn, follow Platform Explorers on X, right? And then just get to interact with us, get to engage with our content, and let us know, the ways that we could possibly help you on your career journeys, right? Or how we could possibly collaborate in all of this. So on that note, I move on to the agenda. On today's agenda, like I mentioned earlier, and I think we've been really excited about it, even though it was more or less like a short notice thingy. We have a very, very special guest with us today. Would get to meet her shortly, right? But then she's someone that is she's truly an amazing person. Anytime she speaks at sessions like this, I always feel like it's an evangelism in a good way because she really, like, her words always deeply resonate with me and then with like lots of people in the room as well. So I'm really excited to have her speak to us today, right? And then just advise the participants of this cohort on, okay, as you're moving on, as you're progressing with your career, what are the key things to like keep in mind and all of that, right, as you go about building your careers and then taking advantage of the network that you have built within this last 12 weeks. After that, we would be having a presentation by group one. Each the members of the the participants have been grouped into two different groups, basically, or two different teams. So you are assigned use cases and then given the chance to, creatively and collaboratively come up with a solution for that. So we would be having presentation by both groups. Um, because of, as many of us who participated in the cohort would know, but then for our guests, there was actually a bit of a challenge, in the literally on the last few days, in the past few days. So where we had some issues with licenses, and then because of that, some of the teams were not able to fully showcase, their learnings within the group project. Based on this, we will also be having, some individuals speak on behalf of the Microsoft 365 track and also the cybersecurity track, just to get to showcase their learnings, right? And then to pass their knowledge on to us, the attendees. And then we would be having some special notes from the coaches. I know Sarah has like a whole lot to share with, the attendees and with the participants as you roll off from, this cohort. So we'll be hearing from the coaches present, just some little bits of advice as you proceed with your career progressions. And then we would move on to like closing remarks. Um, on on that note, first, before I even like hand over to our keynote speaker, I just wanted to say again, congratulations. I remember when this cohort started, we had about 25 to 30 individuals sign up or get onboarded in the cohort 1, and this is from over 140 applications we received. Now, out of the 25 to 30 people who were onboarded to cohort 1, we are down to just 13. So we have just 13 people who have made it to this finishing point and who are like closing the cohort with us. And I think it's something that all of you should be very proud of, because it means, like, it shows your dedication. We try to be really we try to be, I wouldn't say strict, but then we try to be really focused on what we wanted to achieve with the cohort, in the sense that, we were really direct in the areas of, if you have a use case, if you do not work on it, if you're not showing signs of dedication, then, we would, that means basically you can be dropped, right? And for you to still be here today, it means that, you did show signs of dedication. You tried to put yourself out there. You asked questions, you looked for ways to do things in a better way and to try to improve yourself. So very, very well done on that. And then, just a quick look at what we ran through in terms of the timeline for cohort 1, right? So basically, this is just to give, for those who did not participate with us, this is just to give you an idea of, what our activities looked like and what the participants actually went through over the past 12 weeks. So when I say congratulations, you would know that, yes, truly, it's worth congratulating yourselves over, right? So congratulations once again. And at this point, I hand over to our keynote speaker. She's an amazing woman. She is an author. She's an AI governor. She's she's an MCT. She's just a lovely, lovely, phenomenal lady. So, Madam Joy, I would stop sharing now, and then I know you have a slide, so I'll stop sharing now. And if you would like to present your deck, but first of all, if you could please introduce yourself to us, we would love to know who is Joy.
Hello, everybody. I'm coming. Just 1 minute. The deck will come up. Okay, I think because I'm not signed into Teams, I can't enter presentation. How do I enter presentation? Sorry, I'm not very. You see this tech. There are some we know and there are some we don't know. So you will guide me.
No problem.
I want to see my presentation notes. So is that
Okay.
possible?
Yes, it is. Are you using two screens?
Pardon?
Are you using two screens?
No.
Okay, so that would be a.
Okay, just hold on. Let me just hold on. Let me.
No problem.
Switch. Yeah. Guys, please apologize. Let me switch to a client.
Not a problem. While Madam Joy is trying to get set up, I hope, like, the groups, I can see we have more people on the call now. So I hope we are ready for this presentation. Because I'm really excited to see. It's not just about, like, seeing amazing decks and all of that, right? But really, we're excited to see how you go about presenting this. No pressure. Oh, Rachel, what do you think?
Yes, definitely no pressure. It's a learning process. Yeah, so don't be scared to present. Just present it. Don't have anxiety that, okay, people are watching me. Just
Exactly.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can see your deck.
Okay. Hi, everybody. You see my face now. Don't worry. Hi. Do let me know when you can see me. Hi, everybody. How are you? 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 How are you?
Yeah, we
All
can
right.
see.
Thank you very much to everybody who is involved in setting up Platform Explorers. When you guys launched, I was excited when I saw the people behind this. It's so much joy to see people in the industry grow and take very bold steps in the midst of what wants to seemingly look like it's saturated, but then they are able to, in the midst of that, create their own niche and build something. So a very big congratulations to you guys, and thank you very much for having me around. To all those who, went through this journey with Platform Explorers, a big congratulations to you all. I'll share a little story. In 2021, I got a call from a friend. I was in the peak of COVID. Um, I got a call from a friend, and I was just sitting down in my room, and she said, "Hey, Joy, what's up? Where are you?" And I'm like, "At home." She's like, "Okay, I got a job, and it's an international job, but I don't think I'm in the right place of mind. I don't think I want to move." So she shared a bit of reasons why. I said, "But I think you should take that job. Are you on LinkedIn?" Imagine we were friends for a while, and I wasn't yet following her on LinkedIn. So there and there, I went on LinkedIn, followed her, and then she hooked me up with this recruiter. And in the space of 1 week, I landed an international job, and that's why I'm where I am today, working. 1 minute.
No problem.
Bear with me. When you do tech and you're a mother, that's what happens. So bear with me. So for those who are mothers on this call, that's the reality, right? But the interesting thing about the story is I was in my room. This friend got this opportunity, didn't want it, thought of me, called me, and boom, preparedness met opportunity, as they say. And I got my international job, and I'm here. Why do I share this with you? Um, you finish this program, and I choose to call it From Your Learning to Your Launch. So while we all say a big congratulations, before I go now introduce myself, my name is Joy Emedom. I have 12 years plus experience in technology, and I've written 2 books this year, something that I've procrastinated for the longest. One is for children in cyber safety. One is how to break into security for beginners, more like a workbook. And speaking in so many platforms when the opportunity comes. I'm a mother, wife, children, have kids, so trying to shuttle everything together. There'll be the ups and downs, and I enjoy what I do. I enjoy technology, and I love to see people join this space with us because the opportunity is endless. So, to all of you who were in the cybersecurity pathway during this program, please welcome on board. We have loads and loads of space for you to accommodate you. And if you are not in cybersecurity, that's fine. You can join us because now you can't do anything without security. A big congratulations again to you all. And while I reflect back on that story that I just told you, um, it's it's to let you know that knowledge is good. Knowledge is the foundation. But the question is, what will you do with it? How is knowledge going to help define that success for you? So you've come here and you probably didn't know some things that were shared with you, and it was shared with you, and hooray, you're going to do some presentations. We're going to watch people, do powerful in their presentations. And like they said, no pressure. Maybe you forget some of the things you have practiced. Maybe your script might not even run today. Trust me, technology has its way. And I'm not in the Nigerian language. I'm not shaping for anybody, but that's tech for you. You can prepare everything, and the day you want to present it, boom, it doesn't work. But that's all around knowledge. The next step, that next big leap that you need to take, that shift from learning to doing, right? That magic that needs to happen would act on what you know, right? The industry is very big. It's very big, but the industry welcomes action takers. Um, the world doesn't celebrate what they don't know. The same way the world will laugh at you when you fail and all of that, it's the same way when you need to be celebrated is what they know. And one thing you must bear in mind is that everybody is learning what you're learning. Like I mentioned, I said when I saw the platform explorers when it started, community seems like it's oversaturated because you go everywhere, you see community, but they had a way that they created their niche and they have this, their target audience. And here you are benefiting the midst of uh, um, a community concept that seems saturated. You are here, you've benefited from it. So it's the same way Many people are learning from this, but what are you going to do with what you have learned? How do you want to stand out? How do you want to move away from this knowledge that you have acquired, right, and begin to make real impact? That's the question and thought process you should have as you are graduating today. So I just have three things I just coined up, based on experience quickly to just support you. I know that we like to see the thumbs up, the positives, right? So so don't mind me, I had to go with the don't do this here. So avoid isolation. And that's why I told you that story. In fact, the history between me and this, my friend, is a very funny one. We met trying to integrate the technology and we were arguing. And if you are close to me, you will know that I know they agree. And what I mean, I don't agree. It's not necessarily that I don't take defeat, or it's not that I don't listen, but you got to know what you know to convince me to do what you want me to do, especially when it comes to design and architecture. So we were very heated, and in that heated conversation and brainstorming, we built a relationship, right? And so don't isolate yourself, no matter how introvert you are. Build connection. Interestingly, most of the people who are in the platform explorers leadership team, most of them are introverts. So you will look at a Rachel and you will wonder, you know, but Rachel is doing so well. It's so well, you have to push yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to. Joanne is not someone that you find all the time talking, right? But so you can't, if you need to go to that next phase, you cannot stay in your own world and in your bubble that you have built and you have known. For every place you go to, you need to build a relationship. Um, um, Join communities, ask questions, network with people, follow people, find out about events. I've gone for events that I don't know anybody. And when I go there, I still don't talk to anybody. Maybe because I didn't get the kind of reception and I leave. But guess what? When I come and I tweet about it or I post about it, because I would listen, I would sit down there and get my key points. And I'm not the best of poster. I go for lots of events I don't remember. But in fact, I make it that any event I go and I don't meet people there that we connect, I post about it. That posting attracts 1, 2, 3 extra people for me. So there's always a way to work around it. Don't just stay in your world, collaborate, avoid hiding, get visible. I used to think that it was show off. I used to just, as much as I'm a very, very vocal person and I put myself out there, I used to feel like talking about what you've done was show off, until I came to this part of the world where I found out that if you like, no talk. Now you go there where you did. Like, you need to let the people know what you're doing. You need to show that you're doing stuff. So, and I've seen how just saying the things that you do, and not, so there's a difference between pride and arrogance, and there's a difference between, so you're proud of what you do, and it's not arrogance, right? Once you understand that, I saw how it began to open doors and opportunity. Because like I said, there are many skilled people are on a daily trying to get knowledgeable, but you need to stay visible. So you need to, post your progress, share what you're building. I think it's Russell Brussell. He said something in his book, I think Expert Secrets. He said, there's something you know that somebody doesn't know. So if you think that, me, I'm just a beginner, what's that thing that people have known tech since, this small thing that I'm learning, that small thing that you're learning, somebody knows it. Somebody doesn't know it, and so is going to rely on you. Um, um, and then avoid perfectionism. Analysis paralysis is my problem. I will review, unview, review. For every time I review something, I will see something that is. So one day I have to tell myself that, can't you see that every time you review, you're saying something, meaning that that means you never move. And that's what, like my book, that's one thing. I just put it out there because I was like, it's okay. So my son helps me review, and then he comes and say, Mommy, I spotted this. I say, it's okay. In the next one I will write, I will not make that mistake. Like, I put it out there. My ebook has hit 1,000 downloads. I would never have known that I could reach 1,000 people from a download perspective. Well, 1,000 downloads 2 weeks ago, I checked it. I don't know what it's like as at today. And it's okay whether people read it, that's another level. But the point is, if I didn't do it, I won't know. right? I have people reach out to me to say, I've read your book and it now makes sense to me how I want to do this thing. I have people who, it's not cybersecurity, but they took the book because there are certain concepts and foundations that are put there because the practical world book, how you define your path, and it's helping them make sense of where they want to be, even though not cybersecurity. So imperfect action beats perfect hesitation. So if you understand what that means, like the more you are hesitating to move forward, right? That's your imperfect action is still better than trying to perfect and then you're hesitating. So I encourage you, to push yourself, take advantage of this your competitive edge. And what is it? You were taught both soft skills and technical skills. Combine the two together, push yourself forward, communicate, present yourself, connect meaningfully. No competition. It's not about, like I said, the opportunity is endless. There's no competition. Put yourself forward, celebrate yourself, and in the end, right, enjoy the process. This journey is yours to own, right? It's you. Platform Explorers has given you a platform. They are going to be there hosting events, inviting you. You're going to be, getting involved in one or two things. But the success is about how you show up, who you connect with, and how consistently you keep growing. So once again, from me, I say very big congratulations to you all. Um, and I look forward to working with as many people who the opportunity will grant us to work with you, whether by volunteering, whether by real, activities. And thanks to, again, the organizers. And don't forget, the only thing that's stopping you is you. So you've taken the bold step. Don't fall back. Push yourself. And God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, a round of applause. Thank you so much, Madam Joy. Truly, there's no one stopping you. So like it's really amazing to see like what we can do when we just put ourselves into it. Oh, we have a question. Oh, okay. I guess you wanted to react. I mistakenly raised this hand. It's fine, it happens. Okay, so now moving on to the next item on the agenda. Can we have group one, please? So we would be having a presentation from group one, and then while they're getting ready to share, you can like share your screen. I don't know who is presenting from group one, but then feel free to share your screen. So while that's happening, in the chat you would see I placed the link to download Madam Joy's book. So her book on breaking into cybersecurity, right? Like she said, this is not just particularly for the security guys on the call. Anyone can really get a copy, and it's free. That's another amazing thing. Like, she's truly an amazing woman, right? I know. The book is actually free. The knowledge is free for you to actually grab. So click on the link and download that and get your own copy. So yeah, group one, we're ready for you. Who would be presenting, please? Oh, is that you, Adewale? You're on mute.
No, not me,
Oh,
please. Yes.
okay.
And while excuse, hi John. While we wait for them, can you hear me, Kelly?
Yes.
Okay, so hi everybody. Happy Saturday. So there's something I want to say from what our keynote speaker has said. From this particular journey that you have started in tech, the tech industry right now is very, very difficult. So you need to stand out in any way possible. And it doesn't have to be something so difficult that you need to do. You can share your journey online, like you attending Platform Explorers, what you gained from it. And I think I was talking to somebody recently because I was dropping like I've not been doing it because I've been very busy, but I drop like on the Power Platform Nigerian group, I drop tax, like just tax that people can do for that week. And somebody reached out to me on the group and she was talking about how she's going to post it online. So I told her that every story, like everything that you post on social media, you should employ storytelling into it. Like if somebody reads what you are talking about, they should be able to follow it and understand. If you're talking about Platform Explorers, your experience throughout Platform Explorers, be able to put it in the way that people will be like, okay, yes, there will be no point where it will be disconnected. They can actually read it from the beginning to the end. Tell your story. Build online. Build in public. It's very, very important. You might feel that, okay, I can't build in public, but that will set you apart because right now, to be sincere, the job market is hard. So please build in public, share your journey. If you are learning something so small, it can be as simple as what is Power Platform. It can be as simple as how to apply cybersecurity in your day to day. Just post about it online. People will learn from it. There are a lot of people who are like 30 years into their journey and they are forgotten a lot of things about like beginner knowledge. They're already so far in their journey that they are forgotten a lot of things. So with you sharing those things, they get to learn again. And they'll be like, okay, wow, if I have opportunity, I'll definitely remember this person. So just set yourself apart. Thank you.
Thanks, Rachel.
Yeah.
So I think Alaje is sharing his screen now, and then we hand over to Group 1 to carry us through their presentation. Thank you. Alaje, in case you're speaking, we can't hear you. I think you're on mute, but we can see your presentation.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, thank you. So good evening, everyone. My name is Ayenumuru Alaje Olalekan from Group 1. So we'll be presenting our projects regarding Safara University CV upload. So we created an application, like you see, this is the title of our project, Exploring Beyond CV and Discover Potential at Safara University. So why we come up with a solution to receive CV in a storage account whereby we can access it, the management can access it at any time. So we go about using an application, application, and Azure Bob. You can see Reason provided screenshots of qualifications, but they rarely capture the full potential of an individual. In today's digital era, organization needs smart solutions to assess talent, beyond traditional reason. So that is why we came about this solution. So firstly, what we did is we create an Azure Bob for CV database, whereby we use our Azure portal, we log into the portal. So we create a storage, we give it a unique name that we want, then we select the Azure Bob options that we want. Then after the configuration, then we build a Power Hub application. So while we build the Power application using Canvas, then we choose the exact font that we want. Then after that, we make a trigger, we make a connection that each time you submit your CV through the Power Hubs, it goes directly to your Azure Bob. So, and before you can actually achieve that, you need to connect the Azure Bob and the Power Apps together. So what we did is we extract the keys from Azure, then we input it in our platform apps, Power Apps. Sorry. So what we also do is we are conscious of security. We don't want people's CV to go into the air. We don't want it to be, seen all around. So we design a security measures, to protect our information because it's a confidential information about each applicant. So we go about, firstly, we design Power Apps to classify and validate sensitive data before storage. Then we integrate the Azure Bob. Like I said initially, we do DLP on the Azure Bob. Then we monitor it and control the data movement. However, we automate security audits and monitor. We do monitoring through Power Apps dashboard. We check it. So, and those things make us to know how our information is being moved, being transported from Power Apps to Azure Bob. So the key takeaway when we are doing it, so we discover that you need to have a good or a proper tenant that aligns with your Azure storage and Power Apps. they need to be on the same tenant. Then you have to, create a secure storage using rollback or SaaS. Then you should be aware of public use. So thereby we are careful of using anonymous access with caution because it's not the best practice for the industry. So in conclusion, we leverage Power Apps for interaction, interactive assessment, and Azure Blob Storage for secure data handling, enables companies to go beyond reason and truly discover potentials. By integrating this technology, business can inform hiring decision, enhance workforce planning, and unlock untapped talent that might otherwise go unnoticed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Alaji. Well done. So I just wanted to ask real quick. I know there was do you have a demo for the actual solution? Do we have that? Would you want to present that, or would you be sharing the link
Yes,
for
we have.
Okay. Is it on the same screen?
No, I'll be sharing my screen
Okay,
now.
thank you.
Can you see my screen, please?
It's loading.
Yes, we can see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for joining. So this is the application being designed for Safari student university final year students and then graduates who will be submitting their CV. So this is a welcome page. Open the page, the application. They have this welcome page which brings them down to this page. Then from here they click on Get Started. On the Get Started tab, it moves on to the second screen, which I will call it the upload screen. From here, each individual or each student or each participant will be required to put in their name, their matric numbers, their department, their email address, and also their career aspiration, which will allow their mentor or whosoever will be reviewing their CV for the labor market or for whatever decisions they are actually receiving um their their CVs for. So once they receive this way they get it. So and then also another one is they will be required to sorry please, apologies for the background noise. So required to upload their CV here. So this is I'll be uploading a template here. Please let this load up. Okay, so this is it. Once it comes out this way, we have it a PDF file which will be accepted from that. So once they upload it here, they would also have the opportunity to they will be able to view whatsoever they have actually uploaded their CV. I guess this is quite opening up. Supposed to be there's a what's it called, a PDF viewer on this site, which will allow them to view their CV which has been uploaded. I don't know why it's not coming up on this axis here. Sorry, please let me check something.
No problem. No problem, Sadiq. But I think it's just because of time, I would say this has been an interesting presentation so far. And I know your team has put in efforts to actually put this together. You want to try again or
Well, it's not coming up. So this is just the last page after that is submitted, and then we have this icon. So they can always go back to the previous page if they want to edit anything, or after it has been submitted and they have actually received it, they can use this forward arrow to go back to the home screen. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much, Group One. And thank you to the presenters, because I know it's not easy to put yourselves out there and actually speak to an audience, right? Especially when the demo gods are not very kind. Yeah, very well done. Very well done. I think we'll take comments on your project after, once we have presentations done. So can we have Group Two, please? Can we have Group Two, please? If you can, whoever is doing the presentation, if you can please share your screen and then walk us through.
Yes, please.
All right, so please kindly disconnect your screen so I can take control and then share my screen. Thank you.
Yeah, you should be able to share directly.
Oh, I can. Okay.
Yeah, if you start sharing, it should knock him off. But then Sadiq, please, if you can stop sharing your screen.
I have stopped sharing for my hand. Yeah.
Just a second. Okay, can we all see my screen now?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Ayofemi, you can go ahead. Just
Good
tell me
evening,
when
everyone.
to.
Thank you, Mr. John. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ayonfe Moses Asulewan, and I'm here from the group 2, and I'm here to present the CV submission system developed for Safari University. Before driving into the project, I would love to take a moment to sincerely appreciate our courses and the entire Platform Explorer teams for the incredible opportunities given to us. Being part of this first cohort over the past 12 weeks has been truly transformative. It was not just about learning new tools. It was about being part of a community. Every concept was patiently explained, encouraged. Every challenges was met with supportive, and we were consistently encouraged to step out of our comfort zone and grow into the tech space. For all of that, we are truly grateful. Now moving to the project. This service submission system was built using Microsoft's Power Apps and Azure Blob Storage, designed to simplify and secure the process of students submitting their CV. The next slide, please. Introduction. Safari is a university dedicated to providing tailored learning experience that cater to the unique needs of each student. We offer CV review and career advice. The purpose of this project, the primary goals was to create a seamless experience for students to submit their CV through a responsive and secure system. We use Power Apps Canvas app for its intuitive interface and Azure Blob Storage as our reliable backend to store our CV safely. This ensure easy access for administrators. So the tools and the techniques we use to develop the apps, my team and I will utilize key Microsoft technologies to achieve this. Power App provided the flexibility to design a mobile-friendly interface, and blob storage allow us to store files securely in the cloud. We ensure secure integration using the storage access key method, maintaining control over our file are uploaded and stored. The next slide, please. The application architecture The apps consist of three main screens designed to guide users from start to finish in a logical and user-friendly manner. The first one, as we can see, is the welcome screen. This set the tone for the experience. It includes the university brand logo and motto, where talent meets opportunity, inspiring growth, driving change, and thrive. It also features a clear call to action for users to begin the submission process. As we can see, the submission start submit CV. The second screen is our home screen. This is the core of the application. Here, students are required to enter their personal details. We have a demo video to play for us how the application was going through, such as input their name, matric number, faculty phone number, and upload their CV to enable file, file upload. We use the add pictures in the environment while developing the app to control. To design for image, we successfully post it to handle document upload, such as PDF and document file. So the next one is the blob storage that so why connecting the blob storage? Why before I hand over to my colleagues to store the submitted CV, we created a blob storage account with a dedicated container specifically for the Safari University by using the access key authentication method. We connected the app directly to the Azure Blob Storage. The last screen is the confirmation screen. After a successful upload, users are redirected to a confirmation screen that reassure them their CV has been received. This helps complete the process with clarity and peace of mind. One of the challenges we're facing going through while developing the app, uh, there was a few challenges. One of them is the issue dealing with file formats and ensuring the containers receive the file securely. We also face minor issue challenges while adding features control for document file. However, with persistent testing and troubleshooting, we were able to overcome the challenges and achieve the desired outcome. So before I hand over to my colleague, the end result is the robust and efficient CV submission system that simplify the entire process, improve the user experience, and ensure the security of the student data. Looking ahead, there are several features we plan to add to enhance the system features, like integrating email notification to confirm submission, developing an admin dashboard to manage and review submission. Wow. Mr. John, will you please take over? Thank you for listening while I hand over to my colleagues.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, so I will just be going straight right at it. We have a very short video, to illustrate um, what we did. I don't know if you can hear the sound. If you can't hear the sound, please pardon us and just follow through.
Yeah, I think we're not, like it's not moving, or is it just me?
Same thing. It's not moving and there is no sound.
Okay.
It's just on one screen.
Okay, just a second. Let me play from my computer screen.
Yeah, if you have the full video, you can just display.
Just a second, please.
Sorry, if I may add, when you're sharing with Teams, it will ask you, do you want to add sound? So if you don't
Yes, I
select
think I
that,
missed. Yes, I
yes,
think I missed.
if you don't select it, we won't hear the sound. Just to add that.
Very true.
Okay. Okay. Let me disconnect my screen and then reconnect so that I can add that feature.
Sure.
All right. Thank you.
I think someone's hand is raised up. Hi, Chibukwe. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. John.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
I think before TJ we shared the video.
Hi everyone.
I want us to have
Just
a
want to
back
show
look
you
of
the
how the
project we.
Okay,
sorry, DJ. TJ, can hold on.
Hi everyone.
So I wanted to have a feel of how the back end will look like. That's after you have done the summation of everything from what my first speaker has just said. So let me share my screen and show you how this thing will be stored
Hi
at the
everyone.
storage, at the back end. First, can have more information about the stuff. Sorry.
Can we do that? I think
So
his video is playing already. Can you hear me, John?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I paused it already.
Okay.
Okay, shall I go ahead to play?
Yes, Tolu, please
Yeah,
share your
yes. I think
screens afterwards.
Yeah. Thank you.
okay, go on, TJ. Don't worry. After I will share it.
Okay.
Just in case, TJ, we can't see your screen again.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we cannot see your screen. So if you want to reshare with the sound, then you can push through the video. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Helping you take the next step in your career journey. This is how the apps look like. Hi everyone.
Okay, so can we see my screen?
Just want to show
can hear
you
the
the
sound as well?
recent project
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
The students in platform as well, course 1, will work on the projects on how to resolve the challenges faced by Safari University on how their students will be able to submit their CV to their portal directly. So this was done by Team 2 in the Cohort platform as well. Safari University. This is the welcoming pages. Welcome to Safari University CV submission portal.
Is the video ended? Oh, can you hear me? Oh, am I the one? Am I disconnected?
It's not you. I think, I don't know. As the video ended, the Lopa is frozen.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Actually, I think this is, sorry, just a moment. I asked them to share the deck with me.
Hi everyone. Just one.
Okay, perfect. So sorry, I'm going to share from my end. I had asked that they share the deck with me just in case. We know the network can be amazing. So wait, stop sharing, and then I would reshare and make sure I include my sound. Also share system sound. Yes, please. Audio correct. Yep, just to allow us play the video from current slide. Then I'll switch this. Can you see it properly?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Sorry if this is a bit expensive.
Hi everyone, just want to show you the recent project the students in platform as well, course 1. We work on the project on how to resolve the challenges faced by Safari University on how their students will be able to submit their CV to their portal directly. So this was done by Team 2 in the cohort um, platform as well. Safari University. This is the welcoming pages. Welcome to Safari University CV Submission Portal, where talents meet opportunity, inspiring growth, driving change, learn, lead, and thrive, helping you take the next step in your career journey. This is how the apps look like after publish. Once we click on start CV submission, and you provide your name. My name is Olarewaju. Olarewaju. Olarewaju Adepoju Benson.
Oh, sorry, I think I clicked on something. Okay, yeah.
Email address Olarewaju Benson at gmail.com. Matric number 25041506. Contact number 070275213865. Faculty in the Faculty of Engineering, course of study, mechanical, electrical, engineering, graduate date, 2025 May 8th. So upload my file, you upload your file, go directly to your browser, you select your file. Let's say my file is start a project, then you submit it, you download, then the next week will show you your CV has been successfully submitted. If you want to continue to submit another one, thank you everyone. Thank you for listening.
Okay. I'll stop sharing my screen now. Thank you very much. That was actually quite interesting. And then I think, okay, yeah, Rachel wanted to take. Oh, Rachel, are you here? Do you want to go ahead? Because I know you worked, and also Sarah, I know you both worked very closely with the Power Platform and also even the, cloud computing team on this. So what do you have to say? I think what I would just like to add a comment before I hand over to Rachel, with regards to, I remember when we gave this project, we asked for something. We said we did not want a perfect work. We wanted something that works, right? And then I think I'm happy with the fact that with what the video we just saw, right, I'm able to see that you actually have a clickable interface, right? An interface that you can interact with. There are definitely rooms for improvement and all of that, but then the fact that you all came together and then you're able to work on this, you're able to go through the recording, create your presentations and all of that, and then even the courage to present. I would just like to add before, because I think Rachel has a bit of network issues, before I hand over to Sarah, right? I'll just like to add that even for my day-to-day work, sometimes I need to do presentations, and then there can be network issues, there can be issues with the deck or with a demo and all of that. Doing a live demo is never easy. So kudos to both teams for actually stepping up and putting this together. Very well done. Sarah, would you like to add anything?
Yes, I'm sorry, I can't turn my video for now. But I just have a few things to say. First of all, kudos to both teams. You both did you all did an amazing job with the applications. At least we see from the group chats how you guys coordinated together, how you guys had like a group thing going on. I just have a little bit of feedback, and my feedback would be, I think I will start with team one, the first group that presented. I was expecting to see more of a screenshot of like the Azure side of things, but I didn't see it in your presentation. But your presentation was very nice. I like the way you took us through the journey. Even though the demo didn't end up like working and all, it happens to everybody. But I was just expecting from the cloud computing side to see a little bit of screenshot, at least if it's not part of the demo, on like connectivity to the power apps, etc., things like that. Um, then for the second group, I also like your presentation as well. I like the fact that you added the Azure screenshots to your team, and I like that the demo worked as well. But I just have a little bit of feedback on the demo video. So when you are presenting like that when you are given 5 minutes of presentation and 5 minutes of demo video, I expect the video to start straight from the app running itself. The first 3 minutes was not necessary because you've already done the presentation already. So next time if you are doing like a demo and a presentation together, just in the demo side, just go straight to the demo. You don't need to tell us more things again because you've already done that in the beginning. So your listeners don't get like bored in the beginning before seeing the magic happens, right? So that's my feedback on this particular project. However, I would say kudos to the both teams. You did amazing. Well done. It's like it's your first time doing it, and when you continue to do these things more and more and more, you get used to it. So that's just my feedback for now.
Yeah,
Thank
definitely. Yeah, Moses. Oh, okay. I think you wanted to react and then you mistakenly raised your hand, right? Okay, no problem.
Hi
So yeah.
everyone.
Oh,
I
okay.
have a
Yes.
question.
Go ahead, please.
All right, thank you. Um, I want to ask what qualities or skills stood out to you from this presentation that we have done, and how should we continue building on it? And also, as a someone new to local development, what should I focus on improving next? Thank you.
Yeah. Rachel, are you on the call now? Would you like to take that?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Okay, so one thing I noticed is that the design of the application. So this is an application that, like the solution, this presentation now is something that you guys can definitely go back and work on after this cohort, and you can go back and work on it. And in the ways that you can work on it is the application, especially for the first project one, the first persons that presented. The application is amazing, but when it comes to real world, that's it's not acceptable, the design. And the reason is because, for instance, the get started button, it was so difficult for me to know where it was. Because in the application, it seems like you guys had like the application, you guys added an image control in that particular screen. So that image covered everywhere in the screen. And I could hardly see that button. Even though you have it like that, it's fine. But you need to use a fill color, like a background color that stands out, that the person can see easily. Okay, for instance, me now, I don't have issues with okay, right now I don't have issues with seeing colors and stuff. But what of somebody who has an issue? When you think about accessibility, you need to always make sure that your app is easy to use. Colors you are using, you need to make sure that the colors they stand out. That is something that somebody can easily see. So that was something I noticed that needs help. Then the second screen for the project one, you guys had like a hand, and it was also an image control inside of the application, and an image was added into it. There's no need for that. There was absolutely no need. The best thing I would tell you to do is that you can, instead of doing that, you can add a label at the top of your screen, add a rectangle icon, put the label on top of the rectangle icon. Then that will be at the top of your screen. Then change the background color of the screen. Or you can even use a theme. If you go to the up of your Power Apps Designer, you see, if you click on either at the left-hand side or at the top of your screen, you see the theme. When you click on app, you see a theme. Click on it, then you can select whatsoever color you want to use. That will make everything much faster. So there was no need doing that. There was no need bringing your images. There was no need putting images into your image control. Because if you guys wanted to do something like that, there was no need putting it as like the full screen. You guys placed it as the full screen for that. So it made it difficult to actually see. It made it difficult to actually see the write-ups, like the name, the everything that you guys had on the screen. It was very difficult for me to be able to see that. So I think that's something that can be fixed. Okay, if you want to present that online to show that, okay, this is what we did from our project. So I'll tell you, the app is amazing because it's not easy to bring Azure Blob Storage into your application. That's already a skill set that stands out like a lot. I think I posted on the Power Platform Nigerian group where recently I was looking at freelancing opportunities, and for Azure Blob Storage, the people were ready to pay 500 euros per day with Power Platform and Azure. So Azure is a skill that stands out a lot. And you guys being able to use Azure Blob Storage, that's amazing. Okay. But it's just some few things that you need to fix. And another thing I also noticed for project 2, where you have a screen or a notification that shows that the file has been uploaded. Okay. So there's one thing about Power Apps is that if you use the notify function, like the notify Power FX function, you use just that with the write-up, like you use it and add a write-up to it. That does not really work, because in the sense that what I'm trying to explain, in the sense that even though if that file failed, like the file failed, it did not upload into Azure Blob Storage, the person will still see a notification telling them that it has been uploaded when it wasn't. Okay, so you need to look into that if the notify has to only show that notification when the file was uploaded into Azure Blob Storage. It's very, very important, so that when it fails, you will know. Not that every file that is uploaded, it will show that it was successful when it wasn't. Okay, that is another thing. Then I think the third thing was there should be a restriction for the upload. You can use Power FX function to do it. Like for me now, I do a lot of, I do not work with Canvas app. I work mostly on model engineering, Power Pages, and the rest of it. But if you want to get formulas, you can either read them online, or you can use ChatGPT. Me, I ask ChatGPT a lot of questions all the time, or if I'm debugging, I use ChatGPT a lot. So what I'll tell you to do on that part is that restrict that upload button. Create an update context. Create a formula there that if a file that is not a PDF file or a CSV file is that is not a PDF file or a CSV file is uploaded in that upload CV, it should show an error message that no, okay? Because if not, you are going to be able to upload all types of file. You'll be able to upload images, be able to upload any other type of file. So adding a restriction to that too would make your solution stand out. So it's just to check online on formulas that you can use. I think it's not be so difficult to do that. It's just a Power FX formula will do that. So, and I think the next thing I also noticed is that I remember you guys did enterprise application, like you guys registered this application, but nobody mentioned it.
Yeah, Rachel, can I add?
Yeah.
Yes. So, with regards to the enterprise app, remember we had issues with the licensing.
Okay.
Yes. So that took out the Entra capabilities, which is why the teams couldn't talk more on the security part and the M365 part, because so we would be having separate presentations by the M365 and the security teams on that.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
there's
Then.
some limitations on that, yeah. But
Yeah.
then,
Okay.
yeah, I was expecting to hear, that's actually something I wanted to add. I was expecting to hear a bit around the challenges we faced with the projects. I don't think I heard any of that with any of the teams. So I think for next time, even for live projects, right? If you're working in a real life scenario, you will face challenges. And then as part of presenting your solution, you're also expected to, because people learn from those challenges, right? So
Yeah.
even if, in our case, literally at the dying minute, the licenses that were assigned to the users got replaced, right? So because of that, they
Yeah.
couldn't complete certain tasks. So even if that's what the challenge might be, it's still good to mention it so that your audience is aware of, okay, this is the challenge we faced, but we did not let it get us down. We moved on and we got to this point. So yeah.
Yes, in that sense, what I was expecting was for that, okay, if it's like there was no access to do it, I was expecting a scenario where you talk about something we can do in the nearest future concerning the solution, and that would be enterprise application and how it's going to be applied. Okay. You also talk about the security part, the Azure part. If it has not been done, you add it as something that will be done very soon. You get, because this is a very big solution that a lot of companies they use already, and you being able to do this with a team, you might think of it as being very small, but it's a skill set. It makes you stand out already. At least I don't know about other tracks, but especially when it comes to Power Platform, it helps you stand out a lot. So go back, make changes to the application. Think about, see, when you're building an application, and there was something I loved so much about Project 2, but it still needs to be worked on. In your presentation slide, you had like a implementation. Like you had an implementation. You guys had like a small diagram. That was awesome. So instead of you can do something, you can add an architecture diagram to that slide, architecture diagram and a flow diagram at the side. Then the place where you had your screen, the screen of your application, take it to another presentation slide. And also make changes to your app to Project 2. Also make changes to your app. Make sure that you're using the right font. Like the font size is a little bit big. People can see it. The colors in your screen is okay. It's something that is very visible, that in short, work under the sun. Okay. And download Power Apps on your phone. Work under the sun and see if you can see what you have in your app. That would help a lot. But you guys did amazingly well. I'm very, very surprised and impressed. You guys did very well. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Very, very well done to group one and group two. Like Rachel said, there's always room for improvement. So don't let this be the end of your learning. Truly, people are looking for this skill set out there, right? And I think that's one thing that you should always bear in mind. So constantly look for ways to improve that. And then, just like Madam Joy said, sometimes it might look like, okay, I don't want to talk, so it doesn't look like I'm being proud. Sell yourself. Nobody's going to sell you, right? You need to learn to put yourselves out there to showcase your skills. I think just like Sarah said as well, I would have loved to see a lot more around, okay, this is how the cloud computing team was involved in this as well, just so that, because I know you all worked so hard on getting the application to work, getting the blob storage set up, getting the connection and all of that. So, anytime in for future references, right, for future cases, anytime you get presented such an opportunity, always try to make sure that, the parts that really matter, a bit of everything is involved. So, but well done, very well done. Thank you very much. I would have asked for more commentary, but I think we're short on time. So I know we have, like I mentioned earlier, the Microsoft 365 and cybersecurity teams were meant to have a part in. They actually had a part in the group presentations, but then last minute there was an issue with licensing, so they couldn't fully implement their areas. So because of that, we're giving them a bit of time. I think about 5 to 10 minutes per team to actually give us a run through of their learnings in the past 12 weeks. So we would start with the Microsoft 365 track. I think Mohammed, you mentioned you'll be the one presenting on behalf of your team. So
Yes, I do that.
do you think we can do it in about 5 to 7 minutes?
Yes, let's see. My battery is even down, but I can rush it. Just
Thank you. Take your
all
time.
right.
Take your time. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let me share my screen. See window screen. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, please.
All right. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Mohammed Abu. So I'll be the one representing the M365 track. I would say I'm very honored to present a summary of our learning journey through the Platform Explorer cohort. So for over the past 12 weeks or so, we've explored some core areas of Microsoft 365 that have helped us build practical skills and gain confidence in solving real-world business challenges. So my colleagues in the track are Ogoma J, sorry if I didn't pronounce the name well, and Adewale Adorinde. So the key areas we explored during the training was structured into three major focus: the Microsoft 365 security and compliance, and Exchange Online administration, and SharePoint Online for document and content management. So, sorry, this is my first time to present. I don't know. Are you seeing? I'm trying to navigate the.
Yeah, we
Yes,
can
we can
see
see
your
your
face.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to navigate to the other
Click
Can you
on
use your
slide.
arrow?
Is that what?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm using the arrow, but I don't know.
Click on enter. That's if
Okay.
something happen. On present again. On present then present again. Let's see.
So you see, this is actually really good. It's good that we are having these experiences on this call, because for imagine you are in an interview and then they ask for a presentation, right? So we are all learning. Please, if you've not done a live presentation before, reach out to your team members. Tell them, I have a deck. Please, I want to share it with you. Let me see. Is it working? So yeah. Do you want to try again? Mohammed, you're on mute, by the way, just in case.
All right,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, I said initially it was Diwali that wanted him to present, but unfortunately he said he was busy, so I
Yeah,
had
no
to
problem.
just rush and do that and leverage AI. So I'm still trying to navigate, but it's still share sound.
Yeah, it's not a problem. So can you press the escape key? So if you at the top left, you'll see an escape key, ESC.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
can
I'm
you
seeing
hit
that.
that?
Yes, I did that.
Um,
What's happening?
it's almost like it's frozen.
Yes.
Okay. Ugoma, do you have the presentation?
Don't think she have it. I always send it
Yes,
towards
I do,
the meeting.
but I'm not on my system. I didn't know it was going to happen.
Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Maybe we'll move on to the cybersecurity team, and then you can see if it's. Oh, Adewale is trying to. Oh yeah, Adewale is sharing his screen now.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we can see your file explorer, and you're on mute, by the way.
So please, good evening, everyone. Can you see my screen now? Is it visible?
Yes, we are seeing it, but the deck has not opened yet.
Okay, just hold on. Let me see if I can.
Can they share the file to the group chat while somebody else presents on their behalf?
Yes, it's with Adewale is trying to open it up.
It's not even coming up. That's the issue. I'm not.
What is happening?
You know what? Don't worry. Let's move to cybersecurity. What you could do is, if you can share the deck with me, you can share the deck with me, and then I will present it once the cybersecurity team, when they are done. What do you think?
Yeah, the issue I'm having right now, my battery is almost down. I'm just having 18% remaining.
Oh, okay. Okay, is this the deck?
Yes, I dictated it. All right, can I go with this just to be fast and maybe round up?
Yeah, sure.
I can send the file to her. I can
Yeah,
send
otherwise just share so that I can. You go to the second slide or the first slide.
Just hold on, yeah.
So yeah, I've already mentioned the key areas that were explored. So can
Okay.
you go to the 365 security and compliance?
Is it showing now? Is it on?
No.
No, not the
Yeah, your
deck.
screen is on, but the deck is not on, I say.
We're seeing the file explorer.
Okay, now?
No.
It's still not on.
Yet again, don't worry, guys. Just share the. I think even if you have to drop Mohammed, Ugoma is on the call. I know she's been active as well, and Adewale as well, right? So let's move on to cybersecurity, and then you can share the document with me. Then once the cybersecurity team is done, I will present from my end, and then your team can just run us through it. I think that would be a good plan.
All right then.
All right,
No
thank you
problem.
very much.
You're
So
welcome.
yeah, so now over to the cybersecurity team. I think Mohammed, you wanted to run us through your learnings over the last 12 weeks. Yeah, we have two Mohammed. Well, we have a Mohammed and a Mohammed. So
The
yeah,
other one is from cybersecurity.
yes.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Let me share
Yeah,
my
good
screen.
evening.
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah,
please. Can
we
you see
can
my?
see your screen. Yes, please.
Okay. Can you see my slide?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Muhammad Kolawole, and I am part of the cybersecurity team. And I will be representing my team in the presentation of our what we've learned so far during the course of this journey. So my team members are Chioma and Dennis. So some of the skills gained during the training are endpoint management with Microsoft Intune,
that is management of endpoints, Windows or iOS devices, and enforcing OS version controls. Also, security configuration with Microsoft Defender for endpoints, that is enabling real-time protection, network protection, EDR. Then Microsoft 365 security and threat protection, just to not to waste our time. Microsoft Defender for endpoint, zero trust strategy, identity governance and management, and access management, and also automation and lifecycle management. So I'll be talking on identity governance and access management. Identity governance and access packages are key components of Microsoft Entra ID, which is designed to help organizations manage who has access to what, when, and why, while maintaining security, compliance, and efficiency. Some of the key features of identity governance are entitlement management, that is access packages, then access reviews, privilege identity management, life cycles, workflows. The access packages, which is the entitlement management. This feature allows us to create access packages. While the access reviews, it helps us ensure that users still need the access they've been granted. And the PIM, privilege identity management, it allows us to manage, control, and monitor access to privilege roles in Entra ID. And the last one, which is lifecycle workflows. This is like it automates tasks related to onboarding, offboarding, and change of roles in the organizations. So automated access management. These are the steps to automate access management based on user attributes. Define the user attributes, that is maybe the department, location, then create access packages, configure the roles, the resource roles, define the policies, then test and validate. So for us to create the access package, we have to log into Entra Admin Center. This is the home page of Microsoft Entra Admin Center. So when you log in, by the left-hand side, you will see identity governance. So just navigate to, entitlement management under protection. Then you click on access packages and go for new package, because we are creating a new package. So we have to give our package a name, then the description. These are just the screenshots from our, why we are doing it. So let me move to, okay, users who can request access for users in our directory, that is maybe users in our organization or something. Then for this one here, we specify the users, which is just us in our group, because it was a group project, the three of us. You can see from the second image here, we have Chioma and two more, that is myself and Dennis. So while we are during the configuration of this package, we set it to two level of approval. That is first stage of approval and second stage of approval. So, and also the access package expire after a number of days, maybe, or number of hours, or you can say, okay, never, it should just be there. So for this, our package, we made it to expire after 365 days. Then myself, I was made the first stage of approval, while Chioma was the second. These are the screenshots from everything. Please, hope you are seeing my screen, please.
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. So also during the access review, under the access review, so request access review, yes. So when should we start? And review frequency can be annually, biannually, quarterly, monthly, and weekly. And we selected a specific reviewer, not just anybody. just we selected a specific reviewer after the access package was created. So Dennis now sent, in testing the package, so Dennis sent a request. So the request came to me. That's the screenshot is the access request from Dennis. So after I approved, it went to the second stage of approval, the second person, which was Chioma. So Chioma also approved. The screenshot down there shows the history of approval, when Dennis sent approval and the decision made. The decision was, it was approved. So, okay, this is the approval workflow. Muhammad as the first approver, Chioma as the second approver, then Dennis is the requester. So, which was approved by Muhammad and Chioma. So the challenges we faced during implementation of this access package, we noticed that, okay, when we first did it, we did 3 stages of approval. That is myself, Dennis, and Chioma, the 3 of us in the team, which will be the approval, first stage, second stage, and third stage. So Dennis now sent a request during the testing phase. Dennis now sent a request. It came to me as the first approver. I approved it. It went to Chioma. Chioma also approved it, and it went back to Dennis. Dennis saw the request, but he was unable to approve. He was just seeing it like it was a view-only mode. There was no place to approve or decline. So we have to go back again. We have to roll back to 2 stage and see if it will change. So what we notice here is that as a requester, you cannot approve your own request. That is, you are requesting and also the one granting the approval. So it didn't work. So we had to roll back to 2 stages of approval. So the person requesting will not be part of those approving. So that was the challenge we faced during the implementation. Okay, that's it. So to our coach, Joan, thank you, Joan, for your support, your guidance, passion throughout our journey. You've truly empowered us to explore, learn, and grow. And we're also grateful to all the coaches for everything you have shared with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So I would not be biased. And because we have the wonderful Madam Joy on the call, Madam Joy, do you have anything to say with regards to, this presentation, especially because it's on the area of cybersecurity? So any comments, please, if you're with us?
So for people who have not used this before, this was very impressive. And to be honest, when they said their coach Juan, I had to look. I said, "Wow, one, I'm also double impressed, because if they can deliver like this, it means that you outdid yourself, because no matter how good a coach is, the guys, because it's new to them, won't do to that level. But they did good because IG is something that lots of existing people with experience are still learning. People that are experienced in tech are still learning identity governance. So to see them play around it, and when he talked about the double approval issue, that's a real life. I have 2 projects that had that scenario, so it was good to see them experience something that had happened in real life. So well done to the team. The things that just need brushing are the normal things, like we say every day. Make your presentation more interesting. It was like you were dragging your voice. You were not sounding like you were confident in your presentation. Meanwhile, you were. So because I know what you're talking about, I kind of spoke all through. I would like to know if every other person who did not know what you're talking about felt engrossed in what you were saying. So it was more like you were dragging. You had a wonderful presentation. You didn't give the energy to match the presentation you were doing. That's just what I'll point out. But if it's about the workflow that you guys presented, yes, that's typically how it would be for a real life scenario. So well done to the guys for practical. And well done to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your comments and thanks for the encouragement. Very well done, actually, Mohammed, Chioma, and Dennis. I remember this particular project where you all had to work together, and I was like, no, we are not moving off from this use case until you finish, you actually collaborate. So I'm really happy that you were all able to actually work together on this. And then, from that, you're able to get a lasting experience, an experience that you would always remember and always be able to reference to. So very well done. Don't worry, we're in the group chat. I would send more comments in there. But yeah, well done. I would share. Oh yes. Oh, Madam Joy.
I would encourage this team not to go quiet on this that they've done, whatever is their portfolio, because IGA is, I'm telling you, it's Juan, you know it because you're in that,
Yeah.
like, it's very new and very few organizations are doing it. A lot of people are already doing SailPoint and the rest. So people who have built skills here, so I would encourage you, whatever is your portfolio platform, publicize this, fleshing up the presentation, formatting and all of that, but then publicize it. I don't think this is something you should keep under, like I said in my notes, like push this one out, because this particular IGA, I can bet you lots of people who you will call 5 years, 7, 8 years experience in the industry don't know how to do it.
Exactly. I mean, we all know I work with Microsoft, right? And till today, even as of yesterday, I still had a conversation with a customer who is looking to roll out identity governance. They have the licenses, but they never knew that they could do it. So for an organization like that, they would definitely be looking for guidance on, okay, what are the best practices? What are the possible challenges I might face? Right. So you all shouldn't be quiet about what you've learned and what you have done, right? As much as possible. I remember, Mohammed, you already posted about this, but then feel free to like reshare, if you want to present it in a different way and all of that. But the entire idea is, and I think a lot of the things we did in this cohort was we tried not to make it more of a, oh, we are training you on this is how you should do it. I remember for this project, it was just the, okay, show you how it's done, and then actually go and do it yourself, follow resources, learn from your mistakes, come back with questions and all of that. So even after this cohort, I would strongly advise that you continue to build on that, right? Look for resources, continue to upskill, continue to put your works out there for the public to be aware of, and then use that to build your confidence as you prepare for and as you apply for roles that are in the cybersecurity track. But very well done. So now I have the deck for the M365 team. I'm going to present it now. And then if Mohammed is still on the call, or if Adewale wants to go through the presentation, I would share that now. Oh, okay, no, I did not close it. And present. I would switch to display settings. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen? And are you good to go?
Yes, I'm still on the call with my phone.
Yeah.
This was not the only one I used, but just you can move to the next slide. Let's be quick since after. All right, so this is one of the key areas that we covered. That is the Microsoft 365 security and compliance. So as a part of our training, we configure email security policies to protect communications within an organization. So this includes enable email encryptions, and then we set up orientation policies using the Microsoft Purview to meet compliance requirements. So we also learned how to create data loss prevention, data loss prevent, the rules to prevent sensitive data being leaked accidentally. So you can move to the next slide. Okay, so this is about Exchange Online Administration. So we also worked on shared mailboxes, where we configure shared mailboxes and give policies and delegations. And then, like I said, we give delegations and how to set up mailboxes and also configure mail flows in this particular Exchange Online Administration. You can move to the next slide too. So here in the SharePoint Online document management, we created departmental SharePoint site for HR, IT, finance, and then legal. We also customize pages, organize document libraries using metadata, configure access permissions, and even automated workflows. So through this, we saw how SharePoint can be a central hub for collaboration and then content management. On the next slide. I think it should be the takeaway because the other slides I edited it before the listing. So I'll just give my takeaway. Sorry for the way I'm signing. I mean, just the takeaway. So this project experience gave us more than just technical skills. We have learned how to approach possible communication solutions effectively and then prioritize user needs. We collaborating with others. Participants also taught me or us in particular the importance of teamwork and then sharing knowledge. So it's been an incredible journey. Thank you very much for this opportunity once again. And I want to say big thank you to all the mentors and particularly our mentor, Emmanuel Oteji in the Microsoft 365 track, and to everyone and my teammate for the understanding and collaboration. So thank you very much again, once again.
Very well done. Very well done. Thank you very much. I know Emmanuel would have loved to be here today, but he's a very busy man. He has so many engagements, but then we really appreciate his efforts in putting you all through the past 12 weeks. And then I also see the engagement. I also see the posts that you all put out there in like on LinkedIn and all of that. So very well done to the three of you, Mohammed, Adewale, and Ugoma, because yet again, when you started this journey, you were 5 people in the team, and then you ended it with just the 3 of you. So very well done. Rachel, do you want to add anything to that, please?
Okay, nothing from my end, really. Everything is amazing. And I hope that after this cohort, you continue to build projects because you need projects to show on your CV, especially if you do not have work experience. And during the cohorts, we did CV reviews. So please, those feedbacks, try and use it to work on your CV so that you'll be ready. If anybody asks you that, hi, can you send your CV? You'll be ready to send your CV to them. Work on your projects, use your GitHub, add your projects to your GitHub accounts, create repository for each and every one of your projects. The team project that you just did right now, if any company asks you, do you have team collaboration experience? Yes, you do now, if you did not have one before. So try and document that in the GitHub repository so that you have something to show. And also you can all go back to your project and make any corrections that you want to make. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah. So
Yes.
that's continue. Yeah. Continue learning and keep growing.
Exactly. Thank you so much, everyone. And even bigger thanks to all the coaches. Emmanuel who isn't here, but thank you very much, Emmanuel. Thank you, Rita. Rita was she signed up as our product management coach. And then to show you exactly how dedicated you all are to even be at this point, we had to roll off the product management track because there wasn't as much dedication, right, from the participants themselves. Like the coach was very active and always following up, but then they weren't as dedicated to meeting to this point, right? So for all of you on this call to be here today, we say very well done. I cannot say thank you enough to Sarah, the Azure coach. She had to drop in the middle of this call, but Sarah has been truly, truly instrumental, especially in the group projects we had, right? This past week, there were different challenges around the blob storage, connecting the Power App to that storage, ensuring that everything was working as expected. And Sarah would literally be on troubleshooting calls. And I'm sure like lots of people on the call were like, lots of the participants in this call would have also been like, oh my God, she did not get her job by chance. This person actually knows her job, right? So big thanks to Sarah. Thank you very much, Rachel. We'll tell each other thank you. So, but yes, very well done, everybody. And then I wanted to give a special shout out actually to the cloud computing team. You guys are the only team that started as a full team and actually ended with that full team, right? So big shout out to you all, especially to the ladies in the house, to the ladies in this cohort, Oluchi, Cynthia, Chioma, Ugoma, very, very well done. We are really proud of you also. Very well done, everybody. We would be sending across, just certificates to confirm that you have gone through this 12 weeks of, learning and collaboration and of upskilling with Platform Explorer. So look out for that. We would still love for you to share your experiences on social media platforms. At the end of the day, like we said, you're selling yourself, right? So continue to do that. And also, if you have any questions at all as you progress through, don't hesitate to reach out to your coaches. But then always bear in mind that, of course, we've always bear in mind that follow the right channels, right, when reaching out to your coaches. So yeah, I'll leave it at that because we're recording. So yeah, follow the right channels. So, but yeah, Rachel, did you want to add any other thing to that?
Yes, I just want to say it again. Please and please continue building projects for Power Platform track, M365 track. Everybody, please continue building projects. If there's something that you can even ask ChatGPT to create projects for you, to create scenarios that you can work on. You can ask it which particular tool you want to use, build projects that solve, and make sure that the project solves a business problem. Okay, so that you have something to show. Please continue building projects. See, there's one thing I have noticed is that, like for me now, because we work in a fast-paced environment, I might use a technology today, and before I'll use that technology again, it will be next year, and I'll forget how I worked on that technology. So if you just abandon everything that you have done, it's going to, when you are coming back to it again, you are going to be starting from almost square one. So please continue building, continue learning. If there's a tool that you do not know already, take courses on it, build projects. The best way to learn any tool at all is projects. If you have questions, reach out on the group chat and ask questions. Okay. Thank you so much.
And then I think, Chibuike, you wanted to say, I can see your hands are up.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Yeah, to start with, I want to say thank you very much for this wonderful. Can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, I know if time is already fast spent, but I just feel like I have to say one or two things around of this section. To start with, I want to say big thanks to the Platform Explorer. No, it's not easy. I remember when Coach Richard was trying to reach out to me to join the cohorts. So I don't really know what it's all about. How will I go? But I have a lot of activities. It's okay. Add me and I joined the platform. I want to say big thanks to you and to all other coaches. I want to greet our coach especially. I know I was trying to show one thing about the block storage that we created, but network issue, I couldn't show it, so I was not too, pleased. Anyway, that side has passed, but let us not feel as if we're not doing anything. We learned a lot from our parts. Like the first use case, that was how to create Azure Virtual Desktop, which really helped, open my eyes a lot of things. How you can, like people working in Nigeria, giving a user to, someone in abroad, connect to system in abroad to do your work, not need to carry your own, maybe the office, laptop or device. You can connect from anywhere and join there. And that's a great thing, which we learned from the first use case. And that opened my eyes a lot of things, which, a great exposure, great, skill sets, which I was able to learn. Because I've been wondering, we do it or we use it every day, working remotely from home, connect to VPN and stuff, but able to let us know how we can use that, to achieve, purpose. It's a great work which you put in. And also the last one we did, this block storage, shall only be there for us, I must confess. I know it may not feel too good that nobody's talking from our team. We are many from different groups. To be frank with you, she has done a lot. So our effort is not in vain. And we found with her, we really appreciate everything she does for us, trying to follow up, give us clue, we chat, make sure that everybody is fine. And at the end, we're able to come up to the end of this program. Like what you said, our team, where we thank God, nobody dropped out. We did our best to make sure that we follow up the activity given to us to the end of it, and we're glad. So it's a good coach. If I don't mind, can join me to clap for her. She really tried, and she made us, who we are today. And I know from here, we're going to move forward. So, Coach Say, however you are, I want to say thank you so much to you. I would appreciate that. And to everyone, Coach Joan, Coach Rachel, and another person, Coach Emmanuel, I know him too well. So I want to say good thanks to everyone and my team member in the cloud and other group too. Please, love you all. I enjoy your team work. I enjoy everything you put in. Please, let's not let it stop here. We are still friends. After this cohort, we can build other projects ahead. 100%. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be part of this. And I want to say big thanks to the organizer. Big thanks to the upcoming cohort 2. As I said, we refer people to join the product. And then we'll see how it's going to go. Thank you very much. And do have a good time.
Thank you. Thanks for that. Thank you very much. It's really great to understand, to learn that it's not just we've been watching from the background, right? Seeing all the chats in your groups and all of that. So it's great to confirm that, yes, you guys did have an amazing experience working with Sarah. So yeah, that's lovely to hear. Yes, Mohammed, you wanted to say?
Yes, thank you very much. Chibike, I've already said most of the thank you. So I just want to follow suit and say thank you to all the coaches. I mean, I've learned so much and grown in so many ways I didn't imagine possible. So, and because of that, I would love to volunteer in any little way I can, whether it's helping the future cohorts, assisting with sections, or contributing anywhere. I'm open. I want to give back in my own little way.
So yeah, with regards to future cohorts, we definitely definitely would need all of your help, right? In terms of ways where you can actually give back, in terms of helping to organize and all of that. So when we start to work towards the next cohort, we will definitely reach out for volunteers, and this could be even you sharing your knowledge back, right? So helping to organize the sessions and all of that. So yeah, definitely we will reach out, and that's why we still have the group. And you would notice already we created like the job posting group within the community, right? Most of the groups in the community will be dissolved now that the cohort is coming to an end, but groups like the job posting, the general, you would all still be part of all of that. And then when we are planning for new cohorts, you can then get the chance to volunteer, help to build this community. So yes, everyone is being taxed and giving the heart of an evangelist, right? So we've learned from this. We've started to build our network. Let's not let the journey not end with us, right? So let's look for ways to continue to empower the next people, right? And then we rise by lifting others. So we all learn from each other, basically. So yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Tolulope.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Yuan. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Emmanuel, if you're still on the call, and every of the facilitators here. I am really quite excited to be a part of this cohort and to learn and grow from this cohort. It has been an exciting and amazing journey. So this is just my bit of saying thank you to everyone. Like the cloud computing team, you guys are amazing. You guys are a collaborative team. You guys are, I don't know, you guys are super amazing. Like, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Platform Explorers, for giving me the opportunity to meet with great minds. It has been an exciting journey. Super grateful and super excited. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. It's really great. It's really great to hear all of you share your feedback so far. We can only get better, right? So we continue to welcome feedback. Hopefully our next cohort will be a lot better than this one. And then thank you so much once again to our special speaker, Madam Joy. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I know you guys, literally, I only told her about coming to speak with us literally last night, right? Because we were not sure what the agenda was going to be. And then, she stepped up to it and she delivered amazingly. So we are really, really happy to have you with us. We are grateful for your support and for everything. So thank you. And then at this point, I know we've gone a lot over time. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, thank you once again, everybody. Do enjoy your weekend. Congratulations. Keep learning, keep looking for ways to build your brand, to improve yourself, and to grow your careers. We'll continue to communicate, we'll continue to look for ways to help each other. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy your day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.